Hey everyone, welcome back to a brand new tabletop gameplay video. Today we're going to be taking two decks from the 2010 format together. 2010 is my favorite format. One of the best decks of this format is Gardevoir. Gardevoir with its Telepass Poke Power allows it to use two supporters per turn by choosing a supporter from your discard pile and choosing it as its own. Psychic Lock is really good too, doing 60 damage and locking your opponents out of Poke Powers. It also is a great cleanup attacker in Gallade, starting from the same evolution line with its Psychic Cut that can do up to 200 damage at the beginning of the game. Really unheard of damage in this format, and it's a great attacker for taking out big, bulky Pokemon. We're going to be facing against one of my favorite decks from this format, Magnezone. Magnezone relies on Magnezone from Stormfront with its Gyro Ball attack, which does 60 and switches it to the bench. It also switches your opponent to the bench, but mainly you want to switch into a Pokemon to item lock your opponent. Super Conductivity is a great ability for accelerating energy, but you're not going to get to see it too much because of Gardevoir's Psychic Lock. We also play another Magnezone in here, the Magnezone from the Diamond and Pearl promo series, which can hit big one-hit KOs with its Metallic Bolt doing 120 damage. There's also another Magnezone, Magnezone Lv.X, with the Electric Trance allows you to move your energy around your field, but unfortunately it's going to be turned off, so primarily it's going to be here to give that very helpful Steel typing and keep us out of Gallade's range. Notice its awesome resistance Psychic as well. We got some exciting games ahead, so look forward to those. Alrighty everyone, today we're going to be playing some 2010 Pokemon. We have Gardevoir over here, one of the best decks from that format. You probably saw the intro though, so I'm not going to explain too much more about this. And we have Magnezone over here. Fun fact, this Magnezone is the first ever Lv.X I ever pulled from a pack. Or I pulled it from a like mystery pack. They used to actually put good things in those, believe it or not.
Yeah, before they're just like, oh hey, here's a common reversal. Enjoy your foil card.
Yeah, foil card they say is they give you like Wooper reverse from Ancient Origins.
Yeah, I was gonna say Baltoy from Ancient Origins.
Man, Baltoy from Ancient Origins is a playable card though, to be fair. So
the non-ancient trait one.
Oh, well, not the non-ancient trait one. The ancient trait one is actually good. It's the best Baltoy ever printed for Eternal format, so Eternal and Unlimited, play it.
Yeah, I'd imagine.
My deck is a hit-and-run style deck, whereas his is just very hard power lock with that Psychic Lock attack, but it also has some abilities that allow it to hit hard, so it doesn't just lose to a big Magnezone. And I will go second, so...
Fair. Oh, I forgot to draw an extra.
Yep, you'll get your mulligan.
There we go.
Spiritomb start's never bad, forces him into using supporters, but he can't do that going first.
We're just gonna pass.
Yep,
Can't really
it's not bad turn one.
Yeah.
It's just how this format is when you can't play any cards turn one, but that's honestly a good thing because there's also attacks going turn one, so you can donk if you could actually play a bunch of cards.
Yeah.
Going to play Cosmic Power, putting a card back into my deck, grabbing out...
Cosmic Power?
Or maybe Search. Man, Cosmic Power also puts cards back to the deck. Oh, I didn't prize my Magnetons. Wow, that's great. We could play a game.
Yes, indeed.
And then I will Darkness Grace to end my turn, putting one damage counter on and getting Claydol.
Alright.
This is a good matchup, I promise. This deck is actually advantaged versus Gardevoir because of its resistance. And that's why it's like actually, it's got a niche in the meta, is because it, against Lux-Chomp, Item Lock is really good, and against Gardevoir, Metal type is really good. So this deck is a deck, I promise. Cards do get played. It's actually a really cool deck. I've learned how to play this when I was playing with Nolo not too long ago, learning the ins and outs, and the energy acceleration, like, you may just think it's a worse Curse card, which is what I first thought, because Curse card is obviously taking advantage of the Psychic types, got Dusknoir and Nidoqueen. This deck should still play Nidoqueen over Blissey. Blissey's awful. But there's actually lots of things that make the deck its own thing, which is quite cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, I should really add Nidoqueen in here instead of Blissey. Blissey's bad. I don't think I have any Nidoqueen just sitting around, but that card's kind of expensive.
Just a little bit.
Like $7 for like a regular copy. I think maybe I have a World Championship one thing around. Maybe finding Baltoy?
Yes. Kind of a dumb play, but we need to do it. DCE and use offer help.
Yep, search deck for a supporter.
Yeah.
That's a fine play.
Kind of sad to use DCE for it, but...
But if you find a Moonlight Stadium at all, no
Yeah.
worries, and Nidoqueen's a great attacker.
Yeah, that's true.
That's the thing about cards in this format, besides Blissey. This is that things, even Claydol can attack. Claydol's got a pretty solid attack. Like,
That's true, yeah.
40 in this era compared to like 100. Think of like Bibarel, right? 100
Does not,
trash.
Yeah, there's basically nothing.
Garbage, and you have to flip for it too.
True.
40 in this era hits the best weakness in the game besides Psychic. So second best weakness, and then also like with an expert belt can KO a Luxray. That's a doable play. I've seen it done. Alrighty. Top deck to Magnemite, which is actually quite good.
Yeah.
Attach a energy to Magnemite. I'm going to Cosmic Power, putting 2 cards at the bottom of the deck and drawing 4 off of the top. Not the cards I was really looking for, to be honest. I don't think Unknown G is going to be of much help this game.
You sure
But
about that, G?
I'm going to play its Guard Poke Power onto my active, and I'm going to Darkness Grace for a Magneton from my deck to evolve. Whoa, he does exist. This Magneton's actually really cool. Not usable in this deck specifically, like there isn't a strategy, but Magnetic Release is actually a usable attack, which does Lightning Double Colorless, 40 plus 10 for each energy attached to the defending Pokemon. Can actually hit some cards, though Metal is the worst weakness in this format.
Yeah.
There is like nothing. Like Frostlass GL is the only card I can think of that's weak to Metal. Nope, that's Fire.
Oh, yeah, that's true. I mean, it's mostly just like pure ice types that I imagine that they would just make weak to Metal. Or
Yeah, but like the amount of pure ice types in this format is like none. So.
Yeah.
Again,
Glalie.
Frostlass G. Glalie is not good. Oh god, Glalie.
I mean, I'm just saying.
There are no good Glalie or Frostlass cards, unfortunately, in this format. So.
Touch
Psychic energy. Wait, did you find a Spiritomb there?
No.
I would probably went for Spiritomb. That's just me.
I don't want to retreat for a DCE, but I'd rather just at least
That's
keep Mina
true,
ran
I
out so I
suppose.
can just keep getting supporters if I need to.
Offer help, bro. See, it's a good attack on a basic. They gave all of the Pokemon have decent attacks in this format.
I'll put 2 to the bottom.
Or like this. This is a cool one right here. The retreat cost of Magnemite is colorless loss for each Magnemite you have on your bench because it's a held item.
Oh, yeah.
So it can actually retreat for free into Spiritomb, which is cool. I think last game I might have retreated for 1. Whoops, that might have been a misplay.
That's okay. I mean,
Yeah.
you prize both Magnetons, no offense.
Yeah, it didn't.
So it's like,
It wasn't a real game, huh? Maybe I'll even skip it in the recording. We'll see.
Maybe.
Because it'll probably end up being an hour long if I have it in there. It's a pain to edit. Alrighty. Any plays going on here or no?
While Nidoran's active, we'll search for a supporter.
Yep.
'Cause why not?
I'm going to draw for my turn. You can see that now that I actually have cards, I can
Yeah, you can
set
actually.
up my board. It's crazy.
Right.
I'm going to use my Cosmic Power ability, putting 2 cards to the bottom of my deck. We'll put these 2 to the bottom to draw 2 cards from the top of my deck. Not really what I'm looking for. But we did find an energy, which is still okay. And then we'll use Darkness Grace. Darkness Grace is going to find me Magnezone from Stormfront and put it into play. So, starting to get a board state.
Yeah.
Just warning you, I can attack next turn if I find an energy.
Alright.
And it's hitting for the magic number in this format, 60. Almost everything good hits for 60.
Use Bebe's Search.
Think about it, Torterra with X Belt, 60. Psychic Lock Gardevoir, 60. Gyro Ball, 60. Most of the SPs don't. Gengar, 60. Kingdra, 60. It's a big number. Donphan, 60.
Yeah.
Even not Ampharos, Abomasnow hits for 60. So, big number in this format.
Yeah.
I remember when thinking doing 3 for 60 is horrible, and to be fair, in black and white it kind of was, but that was like the thing they printed on all the black and white bad rares was 3 energy 60, and like in this format we would have been like, yo, that's a pretty decent attack, but power creep obviously.
Attach a DCE there.
Yep.
I will put those 2 to the bottom with Cosmic Power and draw 3.
Another thing I love about this format for the camera is that most of the cards have resistances, which is really cool.
And I will go ahead and pass.
Okay. Oh, I forgot to ping for that.
Oh,
There we go. Boink. Most of the Pokemon in this format do have powers, which is really, or do have resistances, which makes the matchups a lot more interesting. Spiritomb, for instance, is a great check for your opponent's Pokemon SP because it can take a hit.
Yeah. They're all
Garchomp.
colorless, aren't they?
Nope, just Garchomp.
Oh, just Garchomp.
Well, and Chatot. Chatot's the scary thing. Because of that resistance, Chatot has an attack that makes it so they can't retreat for a 2 colorless. It's not an SP Pokemon, but it's using SP.
Right.
And you can just infinitely lock Spiritomb if your opponent can't evolve enough Pokemon. So if they put like Nidoqueen in play to heal it, infinite lock.
Yeah.
Which that's happened before, but Nolo essentially said, "Hey, let's actually play this game," and just decided not to do the lock.
Yeah.
Going to bench Unknown Q, and I'm going to use Cosmic Power, putting 2 cards to the bottom of my deck to draw 3 from the top of my deck.
Unknown Kid. Questa.
Alrighty, that's what we're starting to look for. We have a Roseanne's Research.
Roseanne's Research.
One thing I love about this format is that you don't have to move too fast. As long as you get in there eventually, you can do fine.
Yeah. This game is a lot slower than the last one we played. At least for me.
Well, you're not sitting up behind Spiritomb right now, so things are going to be a bit slower.
Yeah.
Spiritomb is kind of the great equalizer, as they say.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Going to put these to hand and keep that in play. Bench a Magnemite onto my bench. I'm going to retreat with Spiritomb into my Magnezone.
Very cool.
I'm going to play Unknown Q from my hand onto Claydol because I need that off my bench so I don't get targeted. Potentially should have waited on that, but that's fine.
Yeah.
Going to play Cosmic Powered, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Luxury Ball from my hand. Now that I am not item locked, we will grab Magnetone.
Yeah, very cool.
Alrighty. And I'm going to use my Super Connectivity Pokepower, which, once during my turn, allows me to attach a lightning or metal energy from my discard pile. Does it have any basic? I forget. No, it's just lightning or metal. So yeah, it can get back special metals, which is pretty cool. Put it on a Magnezone, or put it on your active, I believe. I believe it's active. Yep, your active Pokemon. It's like Metagross GX.
Yeah.
Except for its different energy types. And then ping it for 10 damage. And then I'm going to use Gyro Ball, doing 60 damage and switching to the bench. The attack does is you may switch your active with your bench if you do your opponent also switches. So kind of a fun switcheroo attack. Gardevoir coming into play. Psychic Lock is on the clock.
True.
Do have access to Roseanne and Bebe from my discard pile for Telepaths. However, no items.
Going to attach there.
Yep.
I'm going to use Telepass to use the effect of your Bebe's Search to put that to the top.
Yep.
Finding myself.
Oh, I forgot to grab a prize card. Oops. There we go.
How could you?
That is corrected now. Kirlia coming into play. Do have to watch out for his one-hit KO Gallade, but should be fine for the time being, and for at least another turn. And because I have Spiritomb in the active.
No warp points.
He's just chilling. You can't warp point Spiritomb.
Yeah, I'm just saying. I can't use it.
Some Gyarados decks do play Cyclone Energy, though, to get around Spiritomb, which is an energy that does a repel effect.
Forcing your opponent to switch?
Yep.
I see.
Personally, though, I prefer Warp because Warp ends up deciding every game you play versus Lux-Jump. Judge.
Yeah,
Okay.
Judge.
Sad, I had Magneton in hand.
Yeah, I was like, okay, that's cool that he's using his luxury ball because I could just judge it away.
I just wanted to use it while I wasn't under item lock, so that's
Yeah.
fine. Maybe I should have saved it, but it's just a luxury ball. I can survive without it.
Yeah, you live and learn.
Luxury Ball seems like a really broken card, but honestly it wasn't even played in every deck in this format, just because searching Lv.X isn't so important, and items aren't the be-all end-all in this format.
Let's see. I'll bench him.
Yep.
Put one to the bottom.
I don't think you need to bench Spirit Tomb. You can just put him to the bottom.
Yeah.
At this point, you've already set up your board, so might as well put him to the bottom.
Put those two to the bottom and draw 5.
Because you don't want to set up any trapping plays, because if you put Nidoqueen into play, I could win by trapping it.
Yeah.
If you didn't have Teleportation Gardevoir out, you'd instantly lose with that way.
Yeah.
Because Azelf has a trapping attack.
And then we use Psychic Lock.
Yep, for 60 damage and the knockout.
Very cool.
Going to promote Big Zone, Auto Zone. Active. I do not get any Poke Powers this turn. That's a nice top deck. I suppose I would have found it either way, but we do have a Magnezone Lv.X to level up into, meaning I do get Psychic Resistance. This is actually a really cool Electric Trans Poke Power, which, as often as I like during my turn, I may move a Lightning or Metal. Unfortunately, I can't use it right now, but it is what it is.
Yeah.
Actually allowed me to pull off some really cool plays in my game versus Nolo. Going to bench Spirit Tomb, and then going to use Gyro Ball once again, force both players to switch, and do 60 to the active.
Alright.
Gardevoir, kind of a chonker. There you go.
Yeah, thank you.
And Judge, by the way.
Yeah. I keep forgetting that.
Switch effect on your opponent, not too relevant, plus they only have like 2 Pokemon in play, but still not bad. If I would get my Electric Trans ability back, though, it would be pretty cool right now to start moving these electric energies to better targets.
I'm going to use Telepass.
Yep, I have Roseanne and Bebe.
I'm going to use Bebe, because I don't really need a whole lot of basics at this point.
Well, you know, you still could go for like Nidoran, right?
It's knocked out.
Oh, you're right. You're right. Forgot you started Nidoran.
Shit. Sad. I tried to say shame and sad at the same time.
It came out a little wrong.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah. Alright.
Dusclops coming into play. It's a cool second attack. I forgot what it did though. Something with stadiums. Yeah, if you have a stadium in play, 40 plus 20. If your opponent has a stadium in play, remove 2. 40 plus 20, actually a pretty relevant number, because if you can hit weakness on Gardevoir, you're doing 90 with that. With 110. Judge? Okay.
Yeah.
I am getting judged.
Yeah, that's right. Your shorts are too big.
They are big. I don't like wearing tight jeans, though, so I like big shorts.
I don't like jeans either. I mostly just like sweatpants and shorts. Khakis are okay, but past that, I don't know.
How did we get into this conversation about things?
I don't know. Going to attach DCE.
Yep.
Bench Unknown G.
Okay.
Use its ability on this Gardevoir.
Okay, so I can't paralyze him anymore. A little sad.
Then I'm going to use Cosmic Power, putting those 2 to the bottom. Drawing 6.
Very powerful cosmic power.
Indeed. Maybe that's why they call it Cosmic Power.
Who would have thought?
I don't know. I don't know
You don't know. Does he know?
I don't know. I think it's worth just for fun, because I have Clay on my hand, so
It's fine.
I'll use Psychic Lock for 60 and no.
You won't be missing your pieces, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Judge that at play.
That's true. Hey, we don't need these GX buttons anymore. How long have we had those there?
Who knows?
Too long.
Sweating the little stuff, right?
Yeah.
Going to play Bebe Search, putting card from my hand on top of my deck. We will put this one, and we will go ahead and find, I think, it's like 2 different ones I want to find. I think the better play, though, is to grab Magneton.
That's fair.
Start setting up the second Magnezone. I want to grab Spirit Tomb. Spirit Tomb's tempting, but I'm not under threat of Gallade this turn, so I'm not too afraid of that, I suppose. The other hand had both Spirit Tomb and a Bebe Search play, but I have to make do with this hand, what we got.
Right.
Attach to the Magneton on the bench, and then I'm going to Gyro Ball, but keep it.
Okay, so I don't switch.
Yep, but you take 60.
Right. Lv.
Yep.
I'm going to use Luxury Ball.
Okay. No item lock is allowing him to use his items now.
Finding Dusknoir.
Okay. Can't search for Gardevoir level X with that though, unfortunately, as much as he would like to.
Yeah, it's fine, honestly. I don't even want to use the attack of Gardevoir level X, because I'll just knock up my own Gardevoir.
Well, yeah, but it's teleportation and HP boost.
That's
HP
true,
boost
yeah.
especially is quite relevant when I'm doing 60.
Yeah.
There's not a single number that is not relevant in this format because everything is ones and zeros
Can use the first Cosmic
instead of
Power.
100s and 300s.
Yeah.
Yep.
Finding those.
Now we're finding lots of cards.
Don't leave. I only have Baby Search and
Yep, Bebe, Search, and Roseanne are your only options. I'm not
Yeah.
going to let you use Judge easily.
yeah, that's fair.
Though, I guess it wouldn't be the worst thing if I drew into it right now and used it to get a bigger hand size. Maybe find,
I'll just use Cosmic Power again to
Yep.
put those two to the bottom.
cycle through the deck, find the cards you need.
Not bad, but let's see.
Still do have a Telepass available to you.
Yeah. Gonna use Roseanne.
Yep.
Just get him out of the deck. Ralts.
Yep.
And that's it.
No basic psychics.
I have some in my hand.
Gotcha. See, there's so many turn actions though. It's great.
Yeah, I love it.
This is like Pokemon how it should be. You have lots of draw Pokemon in play, and it's not trash Weebarel.
Yeah.
Weebarel's garbage, bro. That's no quick search Pidgeot, my guy.
And then I will use Psychic
no
Lock
Claydol.
for 40.
Yep.
And still no Pokécolors.
Okay. Draw that return. Not my favorite draw in the world. Honestly, it doesn't do much of anything for me. Suppose. You know, that's kind of a funny idea. So maybe we could do that. Going to attach to Claydol.
Is that like a counter energy, basically?
That's a double colorless.
Uh,
There's no counter energy in this format.
or like the equivalent of a counter energy?
In EX, there are those Scramble Energy, which is 3 of any type if you're behind on prizes and it's not attached to a basic or an EX, which is kind of neat. And I'm going to use my Gyro Ball attack for the knockout. Make sure to discard Roseanne's as well.
Yeah.
I'm actually going to promote Claydol,
Okay.
and I will get to take a prize card.
And I still, I would switch, but I still have to promote something, so I'll just promote this one.
Yep. No, don't promote that one. That was bad.
I'll put it over here.
Yep, Moonlight Stadium.
I'll put those two to the bottom with 1 Cosmic Power.
Yep, and draw 4.
Yes. Pretty cool.
Very powerful cosmic powers going on for this game. Not letting him use any of his other powers though, for now.
Let's see, I will use Telepass.
Okay. Copy Bebe or Roseanne, your choice.
Roseanne.
Have to make sure you clarify that when you're using it, by the way.
Yeah.
That way you can't like be like searching your deck and be like, oh wait, I want to use Judge.
Searching nothing.
Okay. Your deck is getting pretty thin. You've got basically everything except for the Queen going. Queen and Gallade are still MIA.
Yeah. Put those two to the bottom with the second Cosmic Power and draw 3.
Yep. And before Magnezone Power Spray, broken.
Then I'm going to use Judge.
Okay. Each player shuffles their hand into their deck and then draws 4 cards.
Very cool.
Judge has been sticking me to a pretty low hand size this whole game. Plus Cosmic Power has been turned off. Probably hoping to find an Expert Belt, I imagine.
No.
If I had to guess. That and Level X, probably. And
That looks
Gallade.
nice.
Okay. It's sad because my prize was actually a Magnemite, which I was going to stick down. But Live and you lose.
Yeah.
This is like completely worthless in this matchup, huh?
Then I'm going to use Psychic Lock for 60.
Yep.
And
Claydol lives a hit, which is quite nice. I'm able to spare him. Man, if I had a Magnemite right now. Man, that'd be awesome. I do have at least a Magnezone. I'm going to... You don't have an Expert Belt on that, right?
no.
I'm going to play Bubble Coat from my hand just to thin that out. It technically prevents weakness. I don't have a weakness here, I just don't want to see that card. So,
That's fair.
Don't want to attach DC. Let's Judge.
Okay. It's fine.
Giving him Judge, but I need to draw hopefully some more energies for this card pile, as well as to attach to my other Magnezone friend.
Yes. There's three cards I'd like here. Hoping I can draw at least one of them.
4 off the
Maybe
top.
2.
Retreat Claydol with the double close energy. Bring up my Magnezone. That's some bright headlights outside. Wow.
Where?
That hurt my eyes. Those headlights on that car out there.
I can't really see them, but
Fair enough. And then I'm going to use Gyro Ball, not switching this time. Yeah, we'll switch. We'll switch this time, moving into Claydol, and taking 1 prize card.
Let's see.
Unfortunately, I do have to use new copies of Judge in here because I don't have the 2010 copies for this deck yet. This deck's actually not that far from completion. Judge is one of the hurdles, Bubble Coats, Q.
I'm gonna use Warp Point.
Yep, that is pretty rough. Man, I don't like that. Guess we have to put up Lv.X, whether I like it or not. Probably going to die here, though.
I'm going to use. Oh, I don't have time, guys.
Okay.
But that's fine.
Did I really judge you into Rare Candy Gallade?
I have Rare Candy. So
Ah.
we use Cosmic Power once.
Probably find it.
That's not bad, I guess.
Maybe not. You don't have a lot of supporters left in your decks. Maybe you don't find it.
Maybe search.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, there we go. I'll put you. Actually, I'll put you to the top. Finding Gallade.
Yep.
Shuffle my deck.
Poor Magnezone. Only got to Super Connectivity 1 time.
That's okay.
He should be at 50, shouldn't he? I think so. Super Connectivity, and then the Psychic Lock. I don't think I ever had our chance to heal him.
Yeah, Rare Candy.
Yep.
Then we're going to put
Another
those-
Cosmic Power.
Yeah. Let's do the bottom and draw 5. Let's
I'll go.
bench you
Yep.
to draw 2.
Okay.
Really hoping for. Okay, I didn't get it. That's kind of sad.
What were you hoping for? A belt?
Night Maintenance.
Oh, okay. Yeah, fair enough. Maybe prized.
No, I know it's in the deck. I'm just trying to dig for it.
I know mine's in the deck as well, but I put it at the bottom quite early on, so I haven't seen it. Alrighty.
I'll use
Attach
put
return. Yep.
it there. And then I'm going to use Psychic Cut. And what does Bubble Coat do?
Just removes weakness.
Okay.
Don't worry about it.
So 60, 80. I need to do 100 to knock it out.
Yep. So you need to flip 2 prize cards.
So flip those
Yep.
to knock out.
And there
Take that.
goes my big Magnezone. Unfortunate because he was the one with all the lightning energy, and I do need more lightning energy. So we'll promote second zone.
The zone.
I can use Cosmic Power again though, which is quite nice. Do you mind if I do something real quick? It's get the English version out.
Oh, yeah.
That way it's readable.
Yeah. I'd like to read it too.
Expert Belt onto the Magnezone, and then we will judge. Make sure to remove your baby.
Yeah. I keep forgetting to do that. Dang. I thought it was being cool, like, oh, I'm going to take my support and play now, and then I haven't done it.
worry. Everyone forgets. It's a little bit of a different playstyle.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay. I did find a lightning energy, which is exactly what we wanted to see there.
Is Gallade dying?
I think so. Going to Cosmic Power, putting... we'll put 1 to the bottom for 4 from the top. Did not find another Magnemite, but we did find Chansey. Could potentially be good. And then I'm going to use Metallic Bolt. And what this does is you may discard a Lightning and a Metal energy and do 120. With Expert Belt, that becomes 140. So barely able to make it there. This deck really needs this Magnezone, whether it likes it or not, because that's the way to one-shot SPs.
I'm going to use Roseanne.
Yep. Getting down to the wire here.
Yeah. That's...
Man, I need more lightning energy. I think I'm all out of lightning energy, but obviously I can get them back, but I need the Magnezone back to get them back. So I just need night maintenance, right?
That's what I need. You. Grabbing Psychic and Ralts.
Yep.
Mention the Ralts.
Setting up another Ralt. Power Lock is unfortunately off right now, so not going to be locking down my Clay Doll draws. Because this is not the Guardy AMU variant either, so there's not one-time uses of Mesprit.
I assume this deck plays 4 DCE, right?
Yep.
Like the shit.
You don't have to shuffle your discard pile.
Ignore that.
Oh, that's funny, bro. Everyone does it every once in a while, right?
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny, though.
Do.
Metallic Bolt, though, man, like this card, I don't think it was intended to be good, but it so perfectly synergizes with Magnezone from Stormfront's recovery ability, because like against Lux Chomp, where you're not getting power locked every turn, it's so easy just to like power up an energy, attach one from hand, and then Metallic Bolt for 120 again. And that's really this deck's strength when it's not item locking, it's hitting for 120 damage, which is a pretty big number in this format. And it's pretty, because Magnezone is god tier.
Yeah. Put those 2 to the bottom.
Yep.
First Cosmic Power. Draw
Our number 1.
3. Attach there.
Yep. It is threatening to do a fair bit of damage right now.
And I'm going to put those to the bottom with the second Cosmic Power.
Yep.
Draw another 3. There we go.
You didn't see that card I dropped from my hand when I was shuffling my hand around.
I actually didn't, so it's fine.
It was a red candy, by the way.
Let me use Night Maintenance.
Yep. There we go. That's what we were looking for. So we went more. That's what it's all about.
That's what I was looking for a long time ago.
Hey, believe me, man, I could use it right now too. But I put it at the bottom of the deck earlier, so.
I feel like it's too late for Nita Rand, so I'll give up on this strategy because you're already getting kind of close. So it's delayed.
Do only have 2 prize cards remaining. What would be really cool, I think, is if I could find another lightning energy somehow. I don't know how, but because I think I'd only play 4 lightnings and 4 metals.
Just to show you to be safe.
Going back into the deck. Oh
No,
careful.
Shuffling. It's very thin. And then I'm going to pass.
True. Roseanne.
Okay.
Searching my deck. Ooh, he is there. Hello, Blissey. I thought it was prize, to be honest. I wasn't sure about the Blissey status. Live Blissey update. I do not have any more lightnings, as I thought. And man, did I prize night maintenance? I must have had it the other game. I prize night maintenance.
Ooh, that's kind of bad.
Can I even attack without night maintenance right now? Yes, I can, but it's going to be rough. Okay. We're playing hardball. Alrighty. That is really awkward. I prized both Night Maintenance and my final. I think I prized it. I don't think I ever remember using Night Maintenance.
I don't think you have yet.
So it is prized. Bench Magnemite, regardless. Attach DCE to Chansey.
Okay.
And, this is rough. Attach Bubble Coat to Chansey.
Okay. I assume we're just trying to get thin stuff for Cosmic Power.
Yep. That was in my hand. Hold on to that. We will Cosmic Power away 2 cards for 4 from the top. And we will go ahead and pass on that.
Alright. Going to attach a Psychic there.
Yep.
Rare Candy, Gardevoir.
Dang, okay.
Then that's interesting, I guess. I'll use Telepass for your Bebe's search in your discard pile.
Okay.
Search for Azelf.
Okay.
Then bench it, and then I'm gonna use Time Walk.
What do you have prized?
I just want. Well, actually, I don't think I need to use it.
I mean, you could use it to get prize knowledge, but it's kind of late in the game for that.
True.
It's up to you.
I just won't. I guess I won't use Time Walk then.
Might as well just hold it then in hand.
I have Lv.X, so.
Oh, Azelf Lv.X, got you.
Going to retreat.
Yep.
And then.
Hard Feelings.
Then I'm going. Well, first I'm going to use Cosmic Power, putting 0 to the bottom.
You can't put 0 to the bottom.
It says up to 2.
You have to do up to 2 though.
Oh. Well, I'll put that one.
Yep.
Kind of cool.
That's the only disadvantage of Cosmic Power.
Yeah, I guess it would be pretty good anyways if you could do 0 and just draw.
Yep.
So then I'm going to use Hard Feelings, which does put 5, and then
Does 80.
count the number of prize cards you're
Oh wait, it's 5 and then force 90.
Yeah.
Yep, I had it right the first time, then I second guessed myself into thinking it was 80. Alrighty. Not amazing. Top deck game. I really don't need a second Roseanne in hand that I can't burn. Okay, so I have to be discarded for that to work. So Rare Candy is like not great right now. And checking. I think I've spent. Yeah, my other DCE is spent. Can attach here to Chansey. Warp Energy.
Okay. Which switches it to the active?
No, it only switches from the active.
Oh. I see.
And then
How many energy do you have attached to everywhere?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, I hate that your Roseanne's is so bad here. I want nothing to do with this Roseanne's. Absolutely nothing.
Just quick ball it away.
Yeah, I wish. Now I have to Cosmic Power for 1 card less. Yikes.
Yeah, that's rough.
Cosmic Power 2 for 2.
Yeah.
Not a good Cosmic Power either.
Rip.
I'm gonna see if my next top deck is good. Retreat Magnezone into Magnemite. Man, this Night Maintenance is hurting and not finding anything but Roseanne's. Oh, I misplayed that, honestly. I should have used Roseanne first and just thinned it, but I wanted to find Bebe. Whatever. You can draw next card. Your turn.
Okay.
Oh, I'm so mad at that third card. It's not a Roseanne. Or is it what I'm looking for? Or anything good, rather.
That's unknown Q on that, right?
It is unknown Q, yes.
Okay. I will retreat.
Just kind of stuck it there, but it never did anything. But I figured it wouldn't. I wanted to get it out of play because it wouldn't get any use otherwise. Free retreat with Stadium, yep.
Yeah. Going to Azelf.
And you're gonna snipe it, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Azelf Lv.X.
Energy. I will put those two to the bottom.
Deep Balance is a really cool attack. Again, they don't print any like bad attacks in these cards. They're all good.
Yeah.
Every single card is good attacks.
I'll just hold on to those. I probably don't need to thin a lot more, so. But just for fun, I'll put those two to the bottom and draw two.
Don't deck out.
Yeah, actually, I'll hold on to those.
I don't think you're gonna deck out, but like, be careful. Don't do it. That would not be fun. Poggers, as they say.
Yeah. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah. No, just 3.
Just
discard. It's only 3, so you can kill Claydol, but not Magnezone.
Yeah, I think I'll snipe I'll use Deep Balance on Claydol.
Yep. Potentially could have used Unknown G, but I wasn't expecting it to do anything in this matchup, so I just use it early. That came... it's the 3rd card, bro.
Oh, no.
I told you it was going to be that. Man. We will play Blissey.
Okay.
I'm going to use Nurse Call. You take a prize off that?
Yes.
Okay. I thought you had 2 prizes before.
I took the one that was face up.
Oh, yep, that's why. Let's stop. Going to use Nurse Call, discarding Magnemite and healing 2. Warp Point.
Okay. How much can you do? Do you have? I'll put up. I suppose I'll put up. Let's see. I think he's
okay.
Serving his purpose.
This bubble coat's honestly annoying right now. I don't love it. And I'm going to use Return for 20 damage and draw 2.
Okay.
These cards are not good. Though the next card even after that was another card that would have been good off of that draw that I didn't get, so... I'm so mad that Blissey's the next one, bro.
Telepass for Roseanne and fail it?
Yep. Oh yeah, you do have Telepass for Blissey. What? Okay, yeah, he's there. My man thinks he's on a team, bro. That Gardevoir man, I don't know. Yeah, from one of your Pokemon. Again, Blissey would be so good in here. Or not Blissey, Nidoqueen. Nurse Call's only good for the discard's energy. Which would be good in a better spot, you know.
You can fail Bebe's too, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Put a card on top of your deck and then not grab anything.
I just want to see what's in my deck. Okay.
Cards.
True.
I'll give you a hint.
Thank you. That really helped.
You're welcome. I bet you found some.
True, I did find some.
Anything that searches a specific card can fail.
Yeah.
But if you just search a card, you have to grab it.
I'm going to retreat with Moonlight Stadium.
Yep.
Into Duskmoon.
Don't love to see that.
Do 90 or put 9 damage counters on it.
And I don't think that removes Bubble Coat either, which is annoying.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a card I was looking for a turn ago too. Attach Special Metal to Blissey.
Okay. Can it only be...
That resistance is rough. I don't think there's a way to win this, honestly. No, Special Metal is not shield.
Right, I mean, I was just wondering...
The energies of this era are printed with good design, not like shield energy and splash energy, which are lame and caused energy disruption strategies to be legitimately viable just by moving energy in the XY era. Which energy disruption is good in this era, like Ambipom, right? But like in the XY era, people played Slow King from Breakpoint, the one that flips a coin of heads, because it discarded those energies that got moved.
Oh, yeah.
So those are really like unfun interactions to do.
Yeah.
Going to Nurse Call. Heal.
Okay.
Going to Bebe Search, putting a card back on top of my deck. Finding Yuxi.
Okay.
And I think this Bubble Coat's going to end up screwing me in the end.
Oh, are you looking for like a different?
No, I want Expert Belt on. And Hard Feelings doesn't remove it. Set up for 4 cards.
Nice. And this game is really just a war of attrition, isn't it?
Well, it's a war of attrition where I have no attrition. I have no night maintenance, bro.
Yeah.
Ugh. Night maintenance. Why are you in there? I can't even hit because I will die. So I have to retreat into retreat into Magnemite and pass.
All right.
Yeah, if I had a night maintenance, this game would be over, but I don't. Because I would have had 4 energy here for a 140 anywhere. And I would have had another Magnezone on the field.
So let's see, so you get 2, 3, 4.
I have 4 energy.
How'd you retreat then? Or what'd you retreat from?
Oh, I didn't retreat, did I? Oh, that's right, I'm on free retreat. Yeah, I guess I just concede then. There's nothing I can do.
That's right.
Yeah.
Well, that was...
That night maintenance being my last prize is really, or second to last prize, but still. There was literally no options because no Magnezone and no electric energy, so I can't use Charge Beam.
Yeah.
You only play 4, but I attached 3 to the first Magnezone, not because it was a misplay, but that's because all I had. In my first hands, I started with like 3 energy, 3 lightnings.
Yeah,
You'd love to obviously attach the DC, but yeah, definitely a good game. Unfortunately, not able to pull it through in the end, just because of night maintenance being prized. Which unfortunately, there's no way to like Azelf that out of there. That's just you live and you lose. That kind of that scenario, but still a pretty good game. You can see how Magnezone can win because if I would have had that night maintenance, that game would have definitely been mine. But still, Gardevoir is so strong with a telepath power. Just absolutely incredible card.
Yeah.
Able to use 2 supporters every turn. Really showing its might. Magnezone
definitely
exists as a deck almost solely against Gardevoir because it has that psychic resistance, which is nice. But
that does more keeping the pressure on, so you can't bench more than like 3 Pokemon without the risk of them being shuffled in.
That was fine, honestly. Other than the game where I prized both Magnetons.
Yeah, that was rough.
Like that's like I literally can't play the game.
Yeah,
but,
you literally just lose.
Dusknoir in this matchup, like obviously the Hard Feelings is a really good late game, but like honestly I didn't mind the bench limitation because I didn't prize both my Magnetons. And decks in this format, while they do have a ton of evolutions, they're actually really low maintenance because of how consistent Claydol is and how good Spiritomb is at setting up your board. So, yeah, definitely got a long one there.
That was definitely very long. But
yep, hour-long game. So
it's 2010.
2010 is a good format.
It is a good format.
Yep, and that's been a good video. If you don't subscribe, I am going to rob your house. Please subscribe.
He lives in your walls.
Watch the other tabletop videos. Why? Yes. I don't know. They're honestly not that good, but you should watch them anyway, because Simian Coco is a good one. Some of them, not so good.
Goodbye.
Your house is at threat. This is a threat. This is a joke for legal purposes.